Vehicles database. The vehicles database stores the transport units used in your daily work activities. This database contains technical information about them, their registration details, maintenance history, and so on. To enter a vehicle into the system, click Add on the database's main page. In the main information block, select the vehicle's owner. It can be either your company or an individual. Next, enter the vehicle's registration plate number, its brand, model, its series and registration certificate number. In the specifications block, you can set fuel consumption, current mileage. In the driver's log block, select one of your companies and enter the garage address. Now click Add. The vehicle appears in the list. To edit a registered vehicle, click its number here. You may wonder why we entered all this vehicle data into the system. As mentioned earlier, this data allows you to organize and manage your vehicle's daily activities. An important part of these activities relates to project implementation. Let's open a project. For example, this one. It's a city book fair that requires the delivery of lighting and audio equipment for the official part. Let's add the vehicle we just entered into the project. In the Planning section, within the Vehicles block, click the plus button and fill in the form that appears. If your project estimate has multiple sheets, select the sheet to which the vehicle will be linked. Otherwise, it will be linked to the entire project. In the Timeline field, select during which phases the vehicle will be used. We select for the entire project. The Period field is automatically filled with the project's timeline. In this case, from 8 a.m. to nearly midnight. However, if you specify that the vehicle is only needed during a particular phase, for example, during the preparing phase, the period field will change accordingly. Now we see a short period from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. That is, the duration of the preparing phase in this project. Next, in the Vehicle field, select which vehicle will be used for the project. Enter the amount the client will be charged for the vehicle rental. Thus, our vehicle is added to the project. It now appears in the project's timeline within the preparing interval. Now let's go to the Finance section, which contains all the project's financial information. We need the Staff and Vehicles block. See? Here's the data about our vehicle. When the client pays for the service, you will need to enter the payment amount here. These figures immediately appear in the project's financial summary table. Now, if we go to the Analytics section, we will see how the vehicle's expenses are reflected in the company's overall financial report. Here's the book fair where our added vehicle was used. The amount planned and paid for its use affects the figures of the project's financial row. It should be noted that in the Golova system you can also track your vehicle activities outside the context of projects. It's very simple and fast to do. Trips are created using one of the icons in the upper right menu, available on every page of your working environment in Golova. This icon here. Let's immediately switch to the table display mode. It allows you to clearly list only trips outside of projects. Click the Vehicles button. Here is a list showing who created which trip. Usually, it's either the driver or the manager responsible for the trip. And this column gathers data about the vehicles used, followed by the time-related trip parameters. Now let's actually create a trip. Click the icon. In the window that appears, fill in the trip location field. Select the vehicle for the trip. And if needed, add a comment here. Click Start. See? The trip icon started blinking. This means the driver has started the trip. The icon will blink the whole time until the trip is completed. When the vehicle arrives at the destination, the driver or the trip manager clicks the same icon again. In the window that appears, click Complete. Notice, the icon has stopped blinking, and the list now has one more trip. Thus, we've covered how to manage your fleet's working activities. But what about the fact that sometimes vehicles break down? Maintenance is also part of the activity. Let's go back to the Vehicles database. Pay attention to the Service section. Here is the interface for maintaining the service history of your vehicles. To log a new maintenance event, click Add. Select the vehicle. Service date. Service location, the service center's name and address, and the amount spent. In the comment field, if necessary, you can list the performed work, vehicle mileage, and other indicators. Now that you have an understanding of how to manage the vehicles database, it's time to explore the features and principles of several other databases available to you. We will definitely cover that in our future videos.